Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We got a couple of surprises that we're going to do today, and we're going to pick our winner. We got a system here where it's going to spin it, and we're going to pick the winner for the first game, and then we're going to be going after the next game, which is the Texas A&M game. That'll be the next home game, and you'll see the rules to do that. So you got two more. We got 2 more games, 2 or 3 more games, 3 more games, 3 more games. So we'll have a drawing the next 3 games. But let's get started with this other stuff, and we'll get to that. Let's go. Okay, always give $500 discount to healthcare workers, educators, military personnel, and first responders. Remember, folks, we advertise it, we do it, and we give that all the time if you fit one of these classifications. Hey, $1,000 cash off your elite or signature building when you come in. All you got to do is come in cash, and when you come in, we're going to take $1,000 off of that project for you. All right, this is where we got jobs going on. We're in 2 states this week. We got some in Mississippi too. We got a total of 90-something jobs going on this week. These are all the towns we're building in, under construction, in all these locations. Not many companies can do this. Go to the next one, please. All right, in Louisiana, we got inspection jobs going on, forms, concrete, plumbing, finishers, electrical, control joints, and gutters. This is where we're scattered throughout the state this week on. Next week, it all changes because all this will be completed. This goes on every week at Mallett Buildings. Just shows you how diverse our company is and how big and logistically powerful we are that we can tackle that much at one time. Then we go to Texas. We got 29 jobs. There's where all the dots are. The inspections, gutters, forms, control joints, electrical. Other places working in Mississippi and Arkansas. We got concrete finish. Folks, this really says a lot about us that we can do this many jobs or this many projects going on at one time. But we do it, and we're proud of it. All right, specials and promotion this week. Hey, we got our Cajun Oasis Classic going. Folks, that is a climate control building for $49,999. It is our Classic series, and it's also going to come on a 5-ton air conditioning unit. Folks, this is one good deal. This is 1,500 square feet, temperature control. And we also, you can spray foam it. We offer spray foam. That's not in the price, but we can do spray foam and offer other things. Let's go to the next one. All right, we got the Cajun Oasis Elite. That is our elite package with 145 miles an hour. And remember, all our trusses are 170 miles per hour wind loads. All of our buildings, 170 miles an hour on the trusses. The elite building is 145. And oh, by the way, the classic building now has moved up to 135 miles per hour on the wind load on the building, but the trusses on the classic, 170 also. Once again, 5-ton temperature control, climate control building, folks. That's a 16,000. Okay, go ahead. Now, we also got a package here. If you buy, there's 25 this month. If you buy an elite building in the month of October, you're going to get a $350 hunting camera if you're a hunter, and we're going to give the woman, the lady of the house, a $250 gift certificate to a spa in her area. It's a good deal, folks. Hey, come buy a building. Now's the time. You're going to get this for free, okay? And if you buy the elite, you get a $1,000 discount, and you're going to get this too. What else we got, my man? All right. So we're going to do this deal today. You're going to pull the thing across. Okay. So out of transparency, we have a program so that you know we're not picking the person. In a minute. Okay. As you can see, we had over 7,000 people that what did they do? Commented. You have to comment, and you have to like and share it. Okay, like, share, and comment to participate. If you don't do that, then it squeezes you out. So we had about 2,000 of y'all because y'all didn't comment, but we're taken out. So it's a total of 5,000 people. So we're going to hit the button. Okay, and it's automatically, it's out of trans. It's going to pick the winner, not me. It's an app that we use. It's going to take 30 seconds, and in 30 seconds, it's going to pick the winner. And we'll soon have a winner. Hang in there. It's actually going through all 5,000 names automatically. Getting closer. And it's going to be, there it is, Lisa Eldridge Bass. You got the tickets. Just contact us. We can get the tickets to you. The parking pass, I can get all that to you. The field passes, we'll have to pick those up at the stadium. I'll be at the game, and I can meet you there and get you the field passes. But ladies and gentlemen, that's our winner. Lisa Eldridge Bass has won their first game. Now, we're going to be doing this for Texas A&M. I guess that's next. Or what's next? Oh, so I got a surprise. So while this was going on, two ladies, Miss Bailey, Nicole Bailey in tears, she sent this, and then the other lady was, where's her name? Miss Riley. So they sent this to me this afternoon or yesterday. I'm not sure when it came to the office. So I hope he's watching. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is going through some tough times. His dream, as I was been told, is he wanted to go to an LSU game. He's from Texas. So I thought it appropriate I try to get him to the Texas A&M game, and I have. His name is Michael. Let me see if I say it right. If I say it wrong, don't get mad at me. Where's his last name? Is it Vitek? He's a coach down in Missouri City, I've been told. He has an 8-year-old son, and I think his dream was to go to LSU, to an LSU football game. I'm going to get you some parking pass. I'll get you a parking pass, get you 2 tickets. It'll probably be around the 30-yard line. It'll be good tickets. And then I'll try to get you 2 field passes so you can go down there. But folks, I'm proud to do this. We try to help. I did this for a young kid years ago, and now they asked me, they told me the story, and because we're blessed, we're able to pass this blessing on. So Mr. Michael, you got yourself 2 tickets. I hope you're watching. I told your friends to tell you to watch. This would be the surprise. You got 2 tickets, you got a parking pass, and we'll get you on the field too, sir. Good luck to you. Hope this dream means a lot to you. Hope your son enjoys it too. So let's move on. All right, if you're gonna, okay, we got the Ambassador Club. If you join the Ambassador Club, we got all kind of prizes and things. And when you send someone, if you show your building or talk to people that want us in your area, you can be in the Ambassador Club, and we're going to give you a $200 referral fee for showing your building or talking to them about your experience. So we have 3 levels that you can do that with. Okay, next. All right, then we get to our 5 red flags. I always go over this, folks. Remember, before you pick someone, the things you should look for are these things. Go to the Secretary of State, 70 years they've been in business. That's going to tell you the proper parties are and things of that nature. Then licensure, go to the LSOBC. You're going to find out if they're a licensed contractor or if they're not, and if they're not a licensed contractor, what classification they are. Contractor violations, if they've been convicted by the State Contractors Board, that will also be present on the LSCB site. And the reviews on the BB, we have over 650 reviews on BBB and Google. Nobody else, I think the lowest one's 100, but that same company's got 400 negative reviews. So it's important that you check that. That's where you get the truth, okay? No, you're welcome. You're welcome, sir. All right. Visit the contractor's facility. That's important also. And a lot of people are operating out of their cars. They're operating out of their houses. Just be careful. That's not a good sign. You can come and see our plant. We'll take you on the tour. Be glad to have you. What's this? Stacy Ladder, you don't win. But she's got a chance to win again. Just go back and do it again. We got 3 more shots at it. Let me talk to some of these people. Now, y'all delete, y'all share. Well, maybe we ought to delete. What does that mean, y'all delete, y'all share?
They didn't win, must delete it.
Huh?
They didn't win, they should delete it.
Well, if you didn't win, delete it. But you got to come. We got 3 more drawings, and it will be a memory he will never forget. Thank you, Mr. Singh, for helping his family. Y'all are welcome. All right, let's keep going here. Our competitors use 6x6 posts, 2x6 trusses, 2x8 headers, 26 gauge metal on roof, free walk in 40 year. Okay. Do you have that sheet? I want to tell you. Where's my chart? Give me my chart. Something that you must understand. We price match any competitor. We'll beat him. What?
We can't thank you enough so much for helping make this happen. That's Miss Nicole.
Yeah, well, you're welcome, Miss Nicole. So let's talk about our competitors. The classic building is what we sell. What is that?
I think it's spam.
I'll get rid of that. Anyway, the classic building is what my competitors sell, folks. Most all my competitors use 29 gauge metal. I'm going to use 26 gauge. Now remember, I will price match apples to apples and give you $1,000 off that price. But I'm getting ready to tell you what I'm going to give you that's free that my competitor would charge you for, and some things he cannot give to you. We do 26 gauge metal. They do standard 29. I do a 5 on 12 roof pitch. They do 4 on 12 roof pitch. That's free. I do 2x8 trusses. They do 2x6 trusses. It's free. I do 2x8 scissor trusses. They do regular trusses. It's free. I do 170 mile an hour wind load on my roof trusses. They do 130, 135, but mine are free. I do the Mallett cable lock system. They don't even put that. That's for uplift protection, but it's free. Concrete under every post at 4,000 PSI. They're going to put posts or gravel in the hole. I'm going to put concrete, and it's free. Everything I'm telling you, and I got some more to go, is part of my classic standard package. They don't have that. Now, I'm going to beat them by $1,000, but let's keep going. 4,000 PSI concrete. They're going to put 3,000, 33% stronger, but it's free. Skirt board guard on the bottom grade board. They don't put nothing. 4-year workmanship warranty. Most of them go 1 to 2 years. All ground treated, kill dried #1 lumber. I don't know what they do. Some use #2, some use untreated. There's all kinds of things to talk about that. I have an in-house engineer. I do kill-dried lumber. He checks everything. I mean, he checks our design. He checks our trusses, all that, folks. And we have a third-party inspector that checks the quality of our trusses at this plant. Unlike the plant they use, all my competitors, that plant is a pallet company, as I understand it. They're not having no third parties. But hey, and then we got the price match. So look, everything I just listed for you on a classic, which is what they sell, I'm going to beat them by $1,000, and I'm going to give you everything. They're going to say, well, you don't need all that. It's free. Why not? Everything I just told you, you're going to get extra for free. They don't like it. I'm sorry. It is the best building in the business, and you can't change that. But hey, give us a call. I'll be glad to go over this stuff with you to show how much better our buildings are, and why they're better is because we do all do these things. But it ain't going to cost you anything, folks. So when you start looking at we put continuous ridge vents, 6-inch, 4,000 PSI. This is my elite building. Zach screws, remote picture video, Mallett cable lock, 145 mile an hour. Getting ready to raise this to 150. We just redesigned, and now we're moving this building, the elite building, to 150, and we're moving the classic to 135. Skirt boards, post protectors. Folks, the elite building is the best building, and it has about 10 or 12 more things that make it more powerful, from the slab, the trusses are closer, the posts are closer. Everything about that building makes it the best in the business. All right, so today we're going to talk about permits, codes, and contractors. And we're going to go to Lafayette. We're going to work on Lafayette Parish and Iberia Parish today, okay? All right. Louisiana statewide framework and code structure. We use the state uniform code, which sets baseline standards for all parishes and municipalities. But they can make it harder. The minimum is the state reg. But any parish can make it harder, okay? Local jurisdictions may adopt additional amendments or strengthened provisions. That's what that means. Wind loading and structural design for new construction typically follow IBC codes, okay, and certain criteria. Contract are regulated by Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors, and I happen to be the chairman of the State Licensing Board. I've been on the board for 16, 17 years, been chairman for about 7 or 8 years. So I know a little bit about this. All right. Let's go to Lafayette Parish. Lafayette Parish is the Permits and Codes Division. Is a one-stop shop for obtaining permits and conducting inspections in the city of Lafayette and incorporated Lafayette Parish. The Unified Development Code zoning use standards includes rules for accessory buildings, setbacks, uses, and building classifications. This gives you some of the ideas and things you need to look for. Lafayette is a tough parish. They have some really if that's metro code, it's a tough parish. You're going to follow those codes with them. Some parishes are lax, and that shouldn't be. All the parishes should be the same, but some parishes are different, okay? All proposed development must comply with zoning, floodplain, drainage, setbacks, and use standards. So you must be careful. If you're ready to build a building, you ought to go there first, get all that information, or come to us and we'll help you. Certificate of occupancy is required before a building may be legally occupied or is released. So what they do there is, to make sure you comply, the electrical company will not bring you power unless you comply with all their codes. That's just the way it is. Okay? Submit full plans that include structural design calculations meeting IBC code, amendments with wind and uplift details. Most of the stuff that's going on in these parishes is they're not checking that. They're looking at the stamp and letting people slide. That's not the proper way. Because what happens with that is, at some point, if there's a storm and you don't have that, they can deny your claim. That's the blind spot that we talk about. Expect multiple inspections, footing, ground framing, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and keep stamp plans on site for the inspection. If the site lies in a floodplain, elevation requirements, foundation anchoring, and flood resistant design will be required. No oxygen or energizing of utilities until CO, its occupancy, is granted. Confirm zoning, land use compatibility before you start. All these things are something you should do before you start the project. Know what you're getting into, and like I said, be glad if you come here. We'll be glad to help you. We work with all these permit companies. We've been doing this 26 years. Next. So now let's jump to Iberia Parish. Well, Iberia Parish enforces building codes applying to the IB, so they're following that. Inspections, penalty, like Lauraville and Jeanette, are done in partnership with the parish office. The parish assists property owners with determining flood elevation, base flood elevation, administering flood and drainage rules. The Iberia Parish Zoning and Planning Department enforces subdivision rules, lot layouts, setbacks, drainage, and other land development standards. You need to make sure that where you're putting this, you understand the zoning. And they'll have all this for you at the permit office. I can't stress enough. Get a copy and go visit your permit office. Find out what they're going to require before you get started. And like I said, we'll be glad to help you do that. We can help you do that. We've got every parish, we have all the regulations here with us. Okay, next. Oh, that's next. Okay, I'm sorry. Use of the parish building permit available online includes site plans, structural elevations, layout. Apparently, you can go online to fill out your application. But be sure you have all your site plan has to be done, structural elevation. You're going to need to have all that before you go in there because they're going to ask for it. Okay? The permit application includes flood zone data, BFE, required elevation requires flood certification in a regulated zone. Plans must be available on site during inspections. Fail to present them or correct deficiencies can suspend further inspections. That's correct. So your permit and your drawings that they're approved must be on site. So when that inspector comes, you have to call for several inspections as your project continues. In V zones, high hazard flood zones, engineered foundations are required. A ring and fill to raise the lot is typically prohibited. They want you to elevate. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's talk about contractors' lot. All contractors must maintain active registration with the LSVC. Home improvement registration for smaller residents is required when contract value is between $7,500 and $49,000 and the contractor is not fully licensed. The only problem in this right now is this. Under the new law, if there's any new structural work, then a home improvement contractor cannot do it. He must be a licensed contractor. Okay? First, for jobs over $50,000 or any structure, a full residential building contractor or commercial contractor license is required. Insurance required, general liability, minimum $100,000 for many residential and home improvement licenses. Workers' comp as far as the license renewal requirement. A qualifying party must be designated who is responsible for the license, compliance, examinations, etc. The difference, the thing there is, folks, whoever a licensed residential contractor is going to take tests. A home improvement contractor is not. Okay, roles, coordination. The owner should confirm the contractor licensing, insurance, past performance, the scope of work before signing. It goes back to the 5 red flags. Okay? The contractor should produce sealed structural plans, management permit submittals, coordinate inspections, and correct deficiencies. Communication with parish code staff early, especially about flood zones, soil conditions, wind loads, site constraints, helps avoid surprises. And maintain document control. Keep your plats, surveys, flood maps, structural calculations. Remember I told you that if you have a claim, the insurance company can require you to say, show me your structural calculations. Plan revisions, correspondence, and inspection reports organized. Okay? All right. Code base, so Lafayette Parish and Iberia, these are the code base they're using. Lafayette is a one-stop through LCG permits and codes, and then Iberia permits, you got to go to the permit office, and these are municipal partnerships. Roof permit, part of general permit regime, re-roof permit required by state law. Flood compliance, elevation, anchoring flood review, elevation restrictions in V zones, BFE. Inspections, multiple inspections, certificate of occupancy required in Lafayette, inspections, and these two parishes are very close, so they're going to be close in their requirements, okay? Licensing thresholds, standard LSB thresholds, some stateside license rules apply. Zoning, strong UDC, accessory rules apply, parish zoning, subdivision. So they're very close. New Iberia and Lafayette are very close, but I will tell you that Lafayette is a very, very strong permit office. Key tips, verify the flood zone and BFE early. It drives structural options and costs. That's the first thing you need to find out, because it completely changes the plans. Your whole project changes immediately. Okay? Engage structural engineer design upfront for wind, uplift, and lateral loads. Not only that, make sure that whoever does do your structural engineering design, that they put the calculations, not just the stamp. You need that recorded when you file your permit, so that when the insurance company comes, there was a claim, it's verified that you had the calculations, not just the stamp, because they can refuse to pay your claim. Well, we don't want that to happen. Then you're going to pay years, maybe 3 years, 4 years, 5 before a storm comes. And now you've paid all these premiums because you didn't do one little thing. They're gonna knock you down. All right. Clarify permit timeline. Plan review and revisions can delay start. Be strict about inspections and corrections. One misstep can hold up an entire project. Check contractor credentials and insurance. It's your protection. Always get the CO before occupancy or utility connection. Never assume it's automatic. Okay? What else we got? References. Okay, here's some links. You can go to Lafayette Consolidated. If you're in Lafayette Parish, you can go to Lafayette Consolidated Government Permits and Codes Division, one-stop permitting. Lafayette City's 2023 adoption of 21 International Codes with Amendments. Lafayette Unified Development Code, Accessory Building Rules, Use Standards. Your Municode Library. Iberia Parish, Permit Office, Code Enforcement, Permit Scope, Re-roof Permit Required. Iberia Parish Residential Building Permit Application, Flood Inspection Clauses. And Louisiana State Licensing Board of Contractors, Licensing Requirements Regulation. And then you got your LSU. This is the Code Council Standards Listing with Amendments. There are going to be a lot of changes in the next session concerning the Code Council. The Code Council has not done a whole lot the last 15 years, but I assure you we're getting ready to. Okay. Well, that's my show for this afternoon. I want to once again thank everybody who watched. I want to congratulate what's her name? What's the lady that got the one?
Lisa.
What is it?
Lisa Eldridge.
Miss Lisa Eldridge has won the drawing, and I also want to congratulate Mr. Michael for letting us know that was your wish. We're glad to. Is that high school raffle still ongoing? Yes, it is. Yeah, the St. Louis raffle is still going on. We need to put that up there every time. Yeah, if you're $100, and we're going to build a 30 by 30. We donated that to the school, and they're raising money, and it's $100 for a ticket, and we'll go from there. But anyway, thank you all for listening. Once again, I want to, a lot of us in this world see some tough times and things happen in our life. But never give up, Michael. You never know. The good Lord has a mysterious way of helping people sometimes. So don't give up, sir. But I'm glad to see you get to see an LSU football game, and hopefully I'll get to meet you, because if I get you the field passes, I'll have to hand them to you. But once again, how do you buy a raffle? No. Or how do you buy a raffle ticket?
Post it on the stories.
We'll post it. We'll post it. Yeah, it's $100 for a raffle ticket. It goes to good cause, goes to the kids at the school, and it's a 30 by 30 building, and we're going to go build that wherever you want it. Once again, thank y'all for listening. We always enjoy trying to help y'all. If you want to buy a building, call us at 337-214-0428, or you can always call me at 337-515-2154. Once again, thank y'all for listening.